Hey, it's Chris, the Supply Chain Doctor, bringing you the Supply Chain Minute. We're on a mission to help people pursuing APICS exams to increase their chances of passing the exam and becoming a better supply chain professional. On today's Walk and Talk, I'm visiting a beach in Northwest Florida. I've mentioned in past sessions Camp Helen State Park. This is part of the park. It's actually a protected area that is between Lake Powell, which is here, and then on the other side of me is the Gulf Coast. So it's a beautiful little nestled area in here, and it's actually designed to protect some endangered birds during the nesting season of the spring and the summer. There are populations of snowy plovers, Wilson plovers, least terns, and black skimmers that hang out here pretty much in the spring and summer seasons. But today, as you can see, it's just me and a bunch of sand. The APICS term for today is data warehousing. This is relevant and important to the CSCP exam, but not relevant at all to CLTD or CPIM. The data warehouse is a concept related to customer relationship management, which, as you know by now, is a very relevant term. And it helps with collecting, storing, and retrieving customer information from databases. Databases are designed for long-term data storage. Data warehouses are for easier extraction of that information to turn it into usable information. The ASCM dictionary defines data warehouse as a repository of data that has been specially prepared to support decision-making applications, and that's in general. Data warehousing is a computing term. It's applied to many applications and processes where large volumes of information are being managed. In reference to customer relationship management, or CRM, you may hear the term customer data warehouse, or CDW. That's also related to the APICS content, but we're talking about it today in reference to customer relationships. Organizations will use customer data warehouses when they want to extract information from internal and external sources to make it easy to access, retrieve, and use for people managing customer relationships. Some of the general benefits, and you can read this in the learning system, but the general benefits will include the ability to do strategic marketing, as to specific customer segments. As we talked about in another session, customer segments are breaking down your overall customer base into smaller, more manageable groups. New product development, where once you have a better understanding of what the customer's needs and wants are, you can use that information in new product development. Channel management kind of defines how does the customer want to buy and receive your products. Sales productivity basically says the more you know about your customer, the more you're going to be able to satisfy their demands, understand their values, and develop better relationships. And then lastly, one-to-one marketing, where again you can have tailored marketing for specific individuals or maybe niche marketing for a little bit larger groups. But those are the general benefits. You can read about those in the book. In today's internet-enabled and connected world, you may be interacting with data warehouses and you don't even know it. As a supply chain professional, I would expect your interaction will be probably as a user. So you're going to be getting the information through reports or general information. The people who manage and design data warehouses are typically technical and are from your IT and support organizations. So I don't imagine you will be accessing the data warehouses themselves unless you know SQL programming and have access to the data warehouse yourself. I encourage you to leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe, and join our cause of saving the world one supply chain at a time. Let's walk through a couple example questions to help reinforce your learning and allow me to share general test-taking rules of thumb. If you are preparing for an ASCM exam, it's important to remember data warehouse is a key concept for CSCP. It is not relevant to CLTD or CPIM. Let's start by reviewing the definition. Data warehousing is a repository of data that has been specifically prepared to support decision-making applications. Now a couple practice questions to help you get more comfortable with question formats and general test-taking strategies. Your company has mandated suppliers provide visibility to their inventory and available to promise for a specific product family. Which of the following tools will allow the supplier to provide a single source of data without consolidating multiple systems? This one has 4 answers, like most ASCM exams. A, data mining, B, data warehouse, C, object-oriented database, and D, network database. Well, given we've been talking about data warehouse as the key concept, I'm going to go with the answer, data warehouse. Which you can see here, one of the key things that they did was added the word data to every answer. So if you're just didn't really understand what data warehouse was, you just knew it was something with data, you might try to guess and get the wrong answer. So it's important to understand the definitions as we went through the definition prior and the key concepts in general. So in this example, data warehouse is the correct answer. Next question, which of the following is a benefit for a company using a customer data warehouse? And again, I mentioned data warehouse is the key concept, but we also added in the customer side of it. So you will see customer data warehouse as well as data warehouse in the learning system. And if you've been paying attention to the video and you've studied a little bit in the learning system, you'll kind of understand the answer to this one. But A, improve strategic marketing, B, better channel management, C, customized one-to-one marketing, or D, all the above. Well, as I mentioned previously in the video, we went through the answers and it covered all A, B, and C along with a few other things. So the answer we're going to go with is D, all the above. So a key test-taking strategy is remember that all the above is certainly a very viable option. I hope this helps you better understand data warehousing and improves your confidence in becoming a better supply chain professional.